All right, here we go. We are live. The first and maybe many, we'll see. Thanks everybody for joining us. This is the Griz, the Fight on Montana podcast here. We are doing a live podcast for the first time. So if it is horrible, we'll get better or we won't. So yeah, what we got here, guys, is we just thought, hey, we already had planned a kind of signee, kind of recruiting one that we were going to do. Yeah. And then in light of the announcement of Bobby Hauck retiring and a new coach kind of being hired, we said, hey, we've got to talk about this. Why not go live? Why not have the fans on here with us? So
it's funny because there's a few fans, because we posted like Tuesday that like, hey, we're going to go live this weekend. And they're like, did you guys know? It's like, no.
No, we didn't.
We did not know. We were just like, let's do a live pod. It'd be fun. We did it mainly because Wednesday was supposed to be a QB club meeting on all the new recruits and stuff. And that's what we were going to talk about. And then Wednesday totally changed. So,
yeah. And so we're going to let you guys kind of decide where we're going with this. But, holy cow, Luke, how are you? It's been a crazy couple days.
It's been pretty wild. Been contemplating a lot about the timing, and I actually have some thoughts about why then and all that. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
But doing good. Just was like everybody else, super surprised. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually in teaching, and all of a sudden I've got like 20 text messages in my phone. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Hopefully there's no emergency. And I check and I'm like, holy cow. Yeah. And so I go to tell my principal, like, cause he's from Montana, and he's like, do you want me to take your class so you can go watch the press conference? And I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll be fine. I'll watch it later. But definitely super cool. But yeah, crazy. It was not, this was not on my bingo card.
No, definitely not on our bingo card. At all. I see we got Ron, our token Montana State fan. Thanks for joining us, Ron. Jody Cass, who makes our awesome shirts and the awesome stickers, she's here. And then we got Brooks Davis's dad, Anthony, here. Wow, love seeing that. And I think Noel's probably joining him too. So awesome. But yeah, man, like, the first thing I saw was that the QB club meeting was canceled. And I was like, why the hell would they be canceling the QB club meeting?
Yeah.
And then the texts just started coming in. And it's like, oh boy, that's pretty wild.
Well, and let's kind of like if you guys have not heard, let us break this news to you that we were supposed to have a signing day press conference.
Well, it was a QB club meeting that afternoon.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they were going to have like a press conference later, I think.
Yeah. And basically that got canceled, and there was a press conference. It kind of got leaked earlier in the morning by, I think it was Skyline, that said, hey, this is going to be a retiree / resign kind of thing. And then it came out that Bobby was retiring. So, and we found out with his press conference that a lot of it had to do with the changing landscape of college football, which is changing every day. But yeah, crazy, super crazy. So
yeah, I see we got a question. C. Wellman says, with them still hiring Meyer, I have a lot of confidence. Oh, our players are bought in too. I agree. Like, we all knew Meyer. I'm just glad they finally announced it.
Exactly. It was awesome that, the Bobby Kennedy was like, hey, our new coach is this, by the way, too.
I know. I thought that was cool. And he didn't announce the specialty or the wide receiver coach, because that got announced later too, but we do have a new wide receivers coach as well. So,
yeah. Wasn't that in-house though?
It is. He was like an assistant already, or he was like the offensive, what do you call it? Advisor.
Analyst or whatever. Eric Price.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I like this. Jody says Noel's Facebook post was a tearjerker. The one she posted about Brooks, that was that hit a lot of the feels for sure. It absolutely did.
Yeah. Dan, our friend, SDSU fan, crazy few days in the FCS with USD coach leaving too. Crazy.
I just saw that this afternoon. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Coaches getting plucked. And then, of course, we got players going everywhere. It's like Iowa State is the new FCS team in FBS. That's all they did was sit there and take FCS players, it seems like. But
yeah. So let's get into this, right? So we get this announcement. He says he's retiring because he just wants to do other things, and kind of be retired, and didn't want to deal with the transfer portal, the agents, and all that stuff. Which
we saw that video at the that he gives his speech, talking about that.
Yep. And so it was kind of interesting because I've heard rumors that he was on vacation and came back for this. So it was really interesting to see. First of all, no matter how you feel about Coach Hauck, I think you need to say thank you. We need to say thank you. We don't have a clue what goes into being a college coach, the sacrifices that these coaches make with their families. A little idea.
I kind of know what's going on there.
Yeah, you do, but some of us other fans don't, and so we appreciate what he's done for the university, for Griz football, and so I just wanted to lay it out there. But
that's
crazy.
He talked in his interview about how he's going to miss the Monday mornings because we all knew that was not real Bobby. He just liked being during the press conference, being an idiot and ripping on the guys, because literally at QB Club, totally different guy. And my personal interactions with him, super kind man. That just was a good guy all around. I'm going to miss Bobby, but at the same time, I'm excited about the new Bobby, BK, also. So it's funny because there's, like you were mentioning, there's two camps out there. There's some people that are really pumped that Bobby's gone. There's a bunch of people that are not happy that he's gone. And then there's a lot of people that are I think you and I we're grateful for everything he did.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So you don't just sit there and dwell on it. It's okay, well, now what? What's the next thing? And I tell you what, watching, and we'll talk about this more, but watching Bobby Kennedy's press conference, it got me fired up. That was refreshing seeing him talk and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think the time's at hand, right? Winter conditionings, if they haven't already started it's right around the corner. So it's go time with the next season. That's when it starts, and then you got spring ball, and what really stinks is because they announced it. We have a 5-day dead period, and then the transfer portal opens up for 15 days. So, and I know we have some questions about that. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, we're new at this. So Seth says, what are you guys expecting, fearing for Griz players entering the portal?
I say 0, and here's why. So I'm going to back up a little bit. People are talking about why would Bobby Hauck do it now?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now, with Bobby Hauck, everything he does has a purpose and has a reason. He doesn't just go on a whim to do something.
No.
They talked about this, him being he schedules out till July. He knows every bit of his schedule, what he's doing. And he may have said, I just made this decision, but he's been thinking about this for quite a while. And here's my thought. I was telling my wife this. I was I think everybody's thinking Bobby's playing checkers. He's out here playing chess. He waited till signing day, because guess what? We've actually now made it past the period where if you want to enroll in another school, you can't for spring classes.
Yeah.
You can't. You'd have to wait till summer to enroll.
Yep.
So it's you got to think into that. For our kids wanting to transfer, okay, I wouldn't get to play spring ball because it's past that.
Yeah.
You're already enrolled. They're already all enrolled. And then you have to, that's another part of it. It's not just, I get to transfer. There's the whole enrollment into the university too, and transferring everything over. And all those kids are already enrolled. So I think Bobby waited on purpose because of that. And then 2, to help keep this coaching staff together. Because in the end, most of the players you get recruited by your position coach. Like I remember when I got recruited, it was by Craig Paulson and Lance Robinson, and I only met with Mick Dennehy for just a little bit. Like those were the guys, those are my coaches. Like your position coach is your coach, and usually is the reason you stay because you have that relationship with him. Even when Joe Glenn came over, it was like Joe was the politician and like the head guy of the team, but like he was just the guy. Like he's the head coach. It was your position coaches and your coordinator that really made all the difference and stuff. And that's why, like sometimes, for instance, when our offensive line coach left, Norcross, we saw that guy that followed him from Kennesaw to here, now here to Nevada. Some guys will follow him because they're so that relationship with your position coach is so just like, I mean, they're like family. I mean, because you're with them all the time. The head coach is just the head guy. It's like if you're working for a company, you know, you have the president of the company. Okay, that's like the head coach. The one you really know is, you know, your boss or maybe that director level or something in that next level. But that's you're not really intertwining with that, you know, president of the company and stuff. And so that's what Bobby was. But by doing this, it leads into like it's gonna be harder for these kids to transfer if they want to. Could we lose some? We might. But after hearing how many were at the press conference and seeing the pictures and stuff, and like just hearing how much these players like Bobby Kennedy and how he's a player's coach, like I don't see a bunch of them jumping and leaving. Like
I'm the same way, Luke. A lot of these transfers that we've reported that we've gotten are in school right now.
Yeah.
So I don't think, you know, they can't, right? They're already in school. They could if they wanted to. But a lot of those signing day periods have happened. People are not looking for more players.
Yeah.
You know, you could take the risk, which is a huge risk, in jumping in the portal and seeing what happens in the spring and summer.
Well, what's the limit, roster limit now too? Is it 105?
I thought it was 105 or 103.
Okay, because I think we have 109 right now.
Okay. Well, that doesn't like there are some reasons where like remember when they register?
Yeah, because we have those guys registered.
Yeah,
you're right.
That are
we
like,
have
they don't count
room because of that.
Yeah.
But where I was going with that is there's a lot of other teams that are probably at their 105. Yeah. And if they didn't opt in and get those extra players like we did, you know, it is going to be hard. And that's why I think instead of Bobby announcing like when he could have like after the season, he waited because there was rumors in the middle of the year. You and I both heard rumors like from some people that were like, yeah, Stacy wants Bobby to retire. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
And after it didn't happen right away, like both you and I were like, hey, he ain't leaving. We're probably going to have him for 1 year. I thought this next year.
I thought it was 1 year. I thought it was 1 year.
I did too. I thought this next year was going to be that farewell tour. And then when Kent was like, yeah, that's not Bobby. Like he doesn't want to do the farewell tour and like the, you know, waving and the big thing. Like he's not about that. So I guess I'm surprised, but not surprised. Like the way he did it.
And just with the timing and stuff, I don't think it was. I totally agree with you that it was planned this way for a reason. I think with who they hire, I think is a strategical way of bringing the staff and the players together. If we lose someone, it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be a lot of guys. And like you said, a lot of the players were there at the press conference announcing Bobby Kennedy as the new coach. My question is, they did not put a interim tag on Kennedy. He's the coach.
He's
the head coach. And
1 year contract.
1 year contract. And I have a question later on after we talk about Kennedy and all that stuff, but it's an interesting situation. And I think a lot of that is because you have a new president coming in.
Yep.
And the new president might want to hire a new AD, and the AD might want to hire their coach that they want. And so it's going to be really interesting because I had a talk with one of my good friends, and this is like everybody's on a 1 year contract because so many things are going to change. And, you know, Ron, our favorite guy, Ron, he had a great post here or a great thing here. He said, your next hire for president, AD, and head coach will be critical for the future of the university. And I kind of agree with that.
No, he's right. He's right. You got to get that right, because we remember Royce Engstrom?
Yeah,
that was not the worst president we could have ever had. Like,
yep.
he didn't give a crap about any athletics, and it was awful. Now, I really like Bodner. I mean, was he 100% athletics? No, but he was involved in them and stuff, and he knew that how they helped. But it's like, it's just such a good. It needs to be a really good hire. But then they got to find the president. But that's why I don't think they put him on a multi-year, just a 1 year, like you're saying, because who knows? I mean, Haslam could be. You just never know.
You never know.
The greatest thing that he could have ever said was I believed him. He's like, this is going to be my last coaching job. Bobby said, Kennedy. He's like, I want to be here. He wants to be the head coach. He felt like a head coach. He didn't feel like some guy they just plugged in there and stuff. And here's another thing I think is weird. So the last time we had a change from Bobby, it was Pflugrad. He happened to be a coach for a year or two all of a sudden. Then he plucks in. It's like
well, and that's
funny how that happens. Like there's stuff
that's
we're
planned.
never going to find out.
That's planned because like how we got Coach Kennedy is we got Bryce Erickson left. We needed a wide receivers coach because it was late in the year. Remember that? And I think he knew what was going to happen. And so he's like, hey, I want this guy. I want this guy. So he got him here.
Bobby knew all season.
He let him stay at his house in his basement.
Yeah.
So, and
that's what I'm saying. Bobby's over here playing chess, and the rest of us are playing checkers. Like, I think,
and it's it's very, very similar to what happened when Pflugrad, because and both it's the same, right? You go from Coach Hauck, defense, grit, and hard nose, and then you go to players coaches that are offensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
and it's interesting. It's like
very interesting. Well, like I love that, and part of it is you want to keep that staff together.
Yeah,
and I think everybody likes Bobby Kennedy. And the thing is they could again. We both think that Bobby Hauck knew about this the whole time.
Yeah.
Like he was prepping everybody, and it's like because there's no. Hey, it should have been mine. It should have been mine. It's like everybody's on board and they're going.
Yeah.
And the things he said too of like, hey, I'm going to let Pease run the offense and I'm going to let Hauck and Coop run the defense and so on. So, all right, I got to address this real quick. So Remy and everybody, Schmidt posted this damn post out there on Twitter about Eli deleting a tweet off Twitter. Okay. Go onto his Twitter and watch the video he posted just 10 hours ago about its interviews with him, Ayat, and a bunch of other FCS players, including Taco Dowler, the quarterback for Youngstown, the kid from Sac State, all talking about how they love the place they're going. They're not leaving. So people love reading into stuff and just stirring the pot and just it's like, go watch that video. You watch that. He talks about how Montana's his home. How when he goes back to Minnesota, he misses his home, Montana. Yeah. That doesn't sound like a kid who's leaving anywhere.
No, I think there's going to still be people.
Thanks, Anthony. Anthony's over here. Everybody. I know. I saw you doing the Lord's work for me down there. So, it's just puking on winter conditioning is a real thing. When I remember doing winter condo and throwing up all over the floor, and Coach Dorn, who's the North Carolina State head coach, screaming at me, "Get it in the damn bucket rounds." And I was like, "I'm sorry." He just kept going. The guys would throw up all over the place. It's awful. Never drink orange juice before winter condo. Dumbest thing I ever did. That's why I threw up this morning. Never drink orange juice before
that. So let's get into what they did. So we kind of went into it a little bit. After that news hits, what's that?
Ron, Eli to the Cats. Come on.
No, that's not going to happen. They hire Bobby Kennedy, and I think that is a strategic way of, like we said, bringing all the players, bringing all the coaching staff together.
And when we got him, everybody was like, holy shit, we got Bobby Kennedy. Like it was, everybody was like, we couldn't believe that we got this guy and his pedigree of his coaching and wide receivers. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy that the way that it happened. So let's go into his press conference. So,
okay.
He's a very charismatic guy. He was super excited and a little bit nervous, a little bit too, I think, but he was genuine.
Oh,
he
very
was
good.
Truthful. He was not shying. There's some questions that he didn't answer, but I don't think he's going to answer those right now.
Well,
but he was more forthcoming than any other coach that we've had for a while.
Absolutely. Like if that was Bobby, it'd just be like, next question. Yeah. Bobby Hauck, sorry.
Yeah.
We got to clarify. But I thought, very genuine and truthful. And I mean, even like I was like kind of surprised at Frank. Frank threw him some curveballs. And I'm like, come on, Frank. Yep. Like, don't start this relationship off like you did with Bobby. Come on, Frank. It's like, but I don't know. I thought he took every answer and he had me fired up. I was like, man, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And here's another thing too. I think this is awesome and kind of about time. I thought Justin Green would be our first African-American coach. He left. Bobby Kennedy. I think that's awesome that we finally have, an African-American head coach. I think it's cool as hell. Yep. So we got that going for us too now. So,
well, and so also, some of the things that he addressed, I think he was very purposeful in what he was going to go after. He thanked Coach Hauck, and then he kind of let it out there that he was in their basement. Yeah. And then he also said that we're going to recruit Montana. Yeah. They're going to see him in those schools. I think that's an important designation that he's going to say that. We will see what he will do, and I think it's important that he continues on that with that.
Remember, you and I were talking about why is Bobby Kennedy posting recruit stuff?
Yeah.
Remember on Twitter, we're like, why is he posting things like this? Where's Bobby Hauck? Why is he doing this? You know? So,
and Bobby really never posted anything like that. So.
No, he wouldn't. And so it was like maybe he's doing it for him, but I'm still thinking that it is. So Remy's got a good question on here. If you want to post that one up here.
Which one? I'm trying to get to like all
go
these.
Go to the very bottom.
Because Remy said Eli pulled the video that he posted.
Yeah, we already addressed that. Go to the very bottom. It says, what screams head coach about him?
Okay, well, sorry. I'll get back, guys. I'll get back to those other ones that we have up there that we haven't gone over. So
this relates to what we're talking about right now. That's why I want to talk about it. So he says he's a 30-year position coach. So serious question. So yeah, he is.
Yeah.
The thing he talked about too is how many times he's had offers to be a head coach, and I thought it was unique and how he talked about the grass isn't always greener, and how the grass is pretty green right here. Or in some cases where he was at, he's like, I was good staying right there, and I totally get that. I've my own experience. I've had many job offers to move to big cities and stuff. I'm not a big city guy. I love the Black Hills or Montana. And there was more money and other things. I'm like, no, that ain't the right situation. Like, this is where I need to be. And so I think that's okay. Like, to know that you were happy where you're at and not just take a job because it's the next step up. Like, there's too many people that do that or jump to something because they think, oh man, yeah, that's my next step. And maybe it's not the right step for you. We see that all the time that coaches do that, like Bobby, UNLV. And next thing you know, it's like, he'll tell you that was not the right decision. He said that before.
I think you look at his qualities and that he's a coach. He's a player's coach. He likes to be that bringing together type mentality. Yes. He also said that he's going to let the position coaches coach what they want to do, that he trusts them.
That's the best coach, in my opinion. Let your coaches coach.
And he also says that, and Haslam said this, that because he's new at this, they're going to be giving Jimmy Maria. I'm not going to say his
Mariani,
yeah. Jimmy Moto was something.
Morimoto, I think.
Is going to be doing some of the day-to-day stuff. So that's going to alleviate some of those things because Jimmy knows he's been there forever. He's right-hand guy to Bobby Hauck. Yeah. I think it's going to be. Is there going to be some bumps in the road? Yeah.
There could
Does
be.
He know football? Yeah. Does he know how to recruit?
Well,
yeah, he does. Does he know how to be
think...
personable? Does he know all these things that we were looking for in a coach that we said we had to change? Being personable, getting into recruits, all those things that we were not doing. This guy does.
Yeah.
So am I worried about some things like the defense, like the offensive line, like those things? Yeah. But I'm still worried, but I feel pretty good about where we're headed.
I do too. I feel good about it. And the first thing he does is announce like who the other coach is. Like,
exactly.
Brett Myers is there and stuff. And one thing we didn't hear was about the running back coach. That's one thing we don't know yet. And maybe they just don't have that person hired yet.
I got to go back to this one question.
And then
you keep talking.
So we have that. And then like he mentioned the special teams coach. But the biggest thing that I heard from him was, again, letting the coaches coach. I've seen coaches that are like micromanagers that want to coach and have their fingers and everything. And that was Bob Stitt, and that didn't work.
No.
When I was there, McDanahy, he did not. He let his coaches coach. Like he was just the delegator and the leader of it all, but his coaches did the coaching. And Joe Glenn was even more of that. Joe Glenn was the face and made the decisions and like the big decisions. Mm-hmm. But on offense, it was Coach Cole ran the offense, and Coach Bresky ran the defense. And Glenn didn't have a whole lot to say. It was that was their team. And watching him the defense is what I knew the most, but watching him let Bresky run that and do what he wanted, that's why we were so successful. Yeah. And the team, that defense trusted Coach Bresky. And Glenn was just the face, the guy who played the piano at the mall and did the Ollie's commercials and was a hell of a recruiter and sold the program and stuff. And you've got to be that. And so to me, it was refreshing hearing Bobby Kennedy going, Pisa's got this. And Coop got this on the defense. I'm going to be in these schools. And one thing he mentioned too was he's going to get to know every player on the team. We've heard Bobby Hauck in the past, and this pissed me off. Yeah. I'm never going to re-recruit a kid. Well, in this day and age, you have to. You need to keep your players thinking that this is the place they want to be and not like, nope, you're here. It's not the old days where once you were there, you couldn't transfer. Now you can.
So, anytime you want.
And I think that's part of the reason Bobby was done, too. It's like he's an old school football coach. Like people look at him, and Bobby doesn't look like he's in his 60s, just because he's got his full head of hair. He's in good shape. Bobby's an older guy and has been around football a long time. And it's just not the football that he loved so much like it was before.
No. And I think he'll find a spot. Like I think a special teams coordinator job in the NFL would work for him.
I don't think he's going to go back.
Go to the NFL?
No, I'm saying I think Bobby might just be like, I'm good, man. Like he's got his house on Flathead. Here's where I think you could see Bobby come back is to coach with Robbie somewhere.
Well, and that's the question, right? Here's the real question. Timmy says, does Robbie become the special teams coordinator? Timmy Montana.
I don't think so. I think he's going to NAU. Personally.
You think he's going to NAU?
Yeah, I think that's the reason to end up.
Hearing
some stuff, but I just maybe, but I don't know, man. Like,
not to be, I think. How do I say this? I think that we need to get younger in the coaching staff a little bit.
I agree.
But I don't know with Hauck retiring and then hiring his son, how well that would look. And also there's a good portion of Grizz Nation that are kind of 50-50 with Robbie as well.
So, just look at Marcus Wellnow's dad when Bobby said he was retiring. He was out there on Twitter just, blowing up. There's still people that are upset about the whole 37 thing that went down with Marcus and Robbie and stuff. Mm-hmm. Again, there's these two camps of people that couldn't stand Bobby Hauck but liked the fact that we were winning, and other people that were so Bobby Hauck positive that the world's falling down if he's not there, if we don't have a Hauck on the team.
Sorry.
Robbie.
That's awesome.
You never know what could happen. Robbie, it was one of those things. It wouldn't surprise me either way. Like if all of a sudden he was our special teams coach, I'm like, okay, that doesn't surprise me. But again, this is Bobby Kennedy. This isn't like we all thought that we'd have Robbie and Barney on the coaching staff next year because Bobby loves hiring his buddies back. Or they'd be analysts and stuff.
That's what we thought, though. That's what we like. Oh, I'm sure it'll be, one of his guys, and it wasn't. And crazy. So where do we go from here? So Coach Kennedy, I'm going to call him just Coach Kennedy because it's weird calling him Bobby Kennedy, or BK.
A lot of them the players call him BK. I think BK is kind of his nickname.
Okay. So. Have it your way.
Right. He's the king.
That's right. Have it your way. It's going to be interesting because, you've got a recruiting coordinator that you've got to fill maybe in-house, maybe not. You've got a special teams coordinator that maybe will hire.
Pause on that real quick because I want to ask them. Yeah. This new Sneed guy who's like assistant O-line coach, who's he? I don't know who he is.
If you go to the roster, there's a lot of different guys on there that were not on there.
Well, that's the coach. He's a coach.
Sneed. I know, but if you go to like some of there's more assistants that they're naming there as well. So
and so and he was out with Keaton when they were doing the whole take pictures of the front of the school thing, which was cool. I'm glad we were doing that. But but Sneed was with him the whole time on their little tour all across the state, and I'm like, who is this cat? And so I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was like, is he the new recruiting coordinator with Keaton? Like, is that? I don't know what's going on here that we don't. So that's why I was bringing that up because I was like, he was with Keaton the whole time doing this. But besides Fenn was also out there in the trenches all across Montana getting selfies and stuff with people.
Yeah. I would like the recruiting coordinator to be a younger guy. That's just me to kind of relate to players. But and also just right now, it's going to be hard to find a coach right now, right? Everyone's kind of solidified in their jobs, and that's why I think that he did it. Why they hired BK is because it's going to be hard to get a staff in place when you retire right now.
So we were talking earlier that they may have Bobby already knew this, and I've heard rumors that Bobby and Pease told Justin, if you want a head coach job someday, you probably should go build your resume besides just Montana.
Yeah, that's what we've heard too, yeah.
And so my question is, though, did maybe Justin know he wasn't going to be the guy and that Bobby Kennedy was, and he does want to build that so one day he could be the guy, and that's why he left? I mean, because now it's like, oh, man, I wish, everybody's like, wish he would have stayed or something.
The only thing with that is there's a hole in that, though, right?
Yeah.
So I understand getting more experience, but he's going to an FBS school for the same job.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like he's a coordinator. It's not like he's doing.
Bobby Kennedy was the wide receivers coach only forever and ever. So I mean, it's.
Yeah, I don't know. But he was at a lot of different schools, not just one school, and some high program like Texas, like. Some high programs. I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't know. We'll see. It's a year-long interview.
Yeah. Well, that's. I hope that BK just kills it and And the thing is he should do well. I mean, the talent that we have on this team,
the talent and the schedule. Come on, seriously, have you seen the schedule?
Well, you want to talk about it real quick? I took a screenshot of it because I wanted to talk. Let's talk.
Well, I can find the picture here so people online can see it too. You
want to just pick it real quick, just for fun? Why not?
Sure, why not?
Hell, let's just pick the schedule.
And guys, there's no way we're gonna be right with this because there's we don't know who's going, who's who has each team or whatnot. It's just gonna be.
No, this is the the way too early. Top. Yeah, I've seen the top 10 already, and I've seen two different versions where the Cats are number one for both, obviously because they won the Natty. And then I've seen one where the Bison are 2 and us are 3. I just saw another one today where it was Cats, Jacks, Bison, Griz, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw that too.
So I've seen us about between 3 and 4. So
I've also seen one where they put Youngstown ahead of us too as well because their quarterback's coming back.
Yeah.
So the Walter Payton.
Our quarterback's coming back. Our top receiver, Brooks, is coming back. And our running back's coming back.
Davis. That's right. Shake and bake. That's what we're calling.
Well, so Anthony just said BK's been under some big time coaches. He totally has.
Oh yeah,
Mac Brown. I mean,
yeah.
There's Neuheisel. I mean, Bobby Hauck. You go keep going down the list. So
yeah.
All right, let's pick this thing.
So number one, I believe this is a conference game. Because Southern Utah is going to be in.
You're right. This is the first year. They're instead of week one being a non-conference, they're going to have it be a conference game to like make it more
So this
exciting.
Is crazy because that's your first game. You're going to still working out the kinks and stuff. You're going to have a conference game that is important. Southern Utah, I think that's a win.
Yeah, I'm going to say win.
I'm going to say 42-14. Are we doing scores?
I wasn't, but yeah.
Okay, sorry. I won't do scores.
I like 42-14 though.
Yeah. Drake, that's a win.
W.
Utah Tech, that's a win.
W.
Oregon State, I think that's 50-50.
I agree. It could be a 50-50 game. It could be like the thing is like
I think that's going to be a lot closer
going into Oregon last year, or something like that. Oregon State, like that's a game where it's beatable. They could be beatable. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm trying to be not maroon.
I'll say that's a loss.
Give it an L. Yeah.
Yep. I think that the UC Davis game is going to be a lot harder than people think. Coming off another road game, I do think that I think Coach Plow, right? Is that what his name is? Plow.
I think so. Yeah.
They lost their quarterback. I think that's going to be a win, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
I think it's going to be a good game. That wouldn't surprise me either if that doesn't get one of the ESPN2 games, actually.
Oh, that would be,
earlier in the season. It wouldn't surprise me if that doesn't happen.
Northern Colorado, I think that's a win.
Yep, I agree.
Northern Arizona.
Did I miss one? Are we 5-1 right now? Is that what I got?
Let's see. Sorry. I should have counted 1, 2, 3, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1.
5-1, okay. 6-1.
Northern Colorado, Northern Arizona, 6-1. Idaho, I think that's 7-1.
No, NAU. You missed NAU. That would have been 7-1.
7-1, okay. Yeah. Idaho, I think that's a win. That's 8-1.
Yep.
Eastern Washington,
I still think they're going to be a dumpster fire.
I think they're a dumpster fire too. 9-1.
Even though it is at the
it's in
the red turf, but yeah, I still say 9-1.
And then you got Portland State, which is really weird because usually we have Portland State right before the Cats.
That is unusual, yeah.
Right?
Maybe that's what we have them. Maybe it's because of the new schedule change where the Big Sky Conference games early in the season, but that's 10-1.
Yeah, 10-1, 11-1. Idaho State, that's a win.
Yeah.
So you're going into the Montana State game with one loss.
And I'm going to give that one to the Cats right now.
I think it's at Bozeman. It's going to be 11-2. Right?
So we finished the season. I mean, realistically, we could easily finish the season 11-2. It sucks because you'd hate the thought that we'd lose the Cats again. But I mean, until they beat our ass twice this year. So
until we prove that we can beat them
on the field, yeah.
So
I can't pick us until we go out there and show.
Yeah.
But
11
I guess
and
one
2.
positive is everybody who says that Bobby can't beat the Cats anymore, beat the Cats in Bozeman. Well, Bobby's not there anymore. We got BK. The king. He's gonna have it his way.
That's right. I love that. Oh man.
So many things we could do with that.
I know, right?
Remy, I wish I was as optimistic as you guys. Man, jump on the train. It's nice. Maybe it's the bourbon. Maybe the bourbon I'm drinking is making me really optimistic.
I got an IPA.
Adam and I usually don't have drinks when we podcast.
No, we don't.
Since it's Friday night, we're like, hey, we never get to have beverages when we're doing this.
And you know, we're excited. So we're gonna.
Is it a 12-game season, Daniel? We were just going so fast, I must have missed it. So 10-2 then.
See, I thought I was right. You're like, oh no,
that's my bad.
We threw one in there. We threw another one in there.
BK, like the serial killer, maybe the cat killer. I love it, Jody. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the comments.
I think Hey, next time we do one of these, I think we're gonna have to have someone that is like our question person.
I know. I keep going like it's like squirrel.
Yeah. Timmy says, "How much freedom do you think Pease will have now with the offense and scheme?"
That's a
I think
question.
It's gonna be wide open.
I agree with you. I think it's Pease's baby, and they go, "You do you, man."
Yeah.
Like the day of us, like.
Man,
you know, those days when it felt like Bobby would like call off the dogs.
Yep.
I don't think so, man. Like, I think they're gonna be like, leave no doubt.
Oh man,
open her up. You know, let's make sure Eli's record stands for eternity. You know, because he's gonna break every damn record there ever was this year. I mean, Yo has held those. My former teammate has held those records forever.
Yeah,
and Eli's about to break them all. And be, well, arguably the greatest Griz of all time. I mean, Dave Dickinson. But let's say, okay, I'm going to really think like blue sky here. We win the whole damn thing next year. And Eli's the man. It finishes out, wins the national championship. Then you'd have to, then there would be that question, like, is it him or Dave, you know?
So our friend here, Ron, says NAU is building a good program. I was high on NAU last year.
I don't disagree with that at all. I
think they are. Yeah. They have got a lot of things going for them with their enrollment and also just with how much money they have with student fees and stuff like that. So they could be a powerhouse, and I wouldn't doubt it if they got an invite somewhere else, which is crazy. Because did you see? Sorry, we're going off the topic. Did you see Sac State supposedly
join the MAC?
Tried to join or is joining the MAC, or said, "Hey, we'll pay $10 million to join your league."
I don't know. I saw someone was posting that earlier and hear something about them joining the MAC. I was like,
what? The MAC or the Mountain West? They said, "Hey, we'll pay you guys $10 million to join."
I think it's the MAC that they're trying to join.
That is nuts.
Ron says, "Yep, the MAC." Yeah,
that is nuts. So,
I agree, Jody. Dave would say Eli. He is a very humble guy. Dan was saying that their Idaho State's frisky last year. They are. I mean, they played us. We played them close. So we got from Bridger.
Yeah. He says, I'm very excited with BK. Super refreshing presser yesterday. Totally agree, Bridger. Only hesitation is at some point today, I remember that I had similar feelings about Stitt. Tell me it's different this time, guys. I think it's totally different.
Totally. This feels more like flu grad to me. That's what I felt. I felt like
came from Division II.
Yeah.
And he did not know the program and what was expected of him.
No.
But BK does now. Like he's been here a year. He spent a year in Hauck's house. Like literally.
It was all about himself. Stitt loved himself some Stitt. I agree. Yeah. But this to me feels much more like when Bobby left and Flu came on. That's what this felt like to me.
It does.
Yep. It was so much like that. Like it's just like almost like deja vu again, except for that I feel like BK is even more fiery and even more of a player's coach.
Dan has a question here for us. He'll play a devil's advocate. Do you think losing to the Cats twice in 1 year and not able to win the big one in 4 attempts weigh into him leaving, or is it mostly what he said in the presser? I think it's everything. I think losing to the Cats twice is like he hates the Cats. Is salt in the wound, and I think that he's like, do I go back at it and try to do this and get a national championship, or do I say, hey, I can go make money somewhere else, and I had a good run and call it quits?
I really don't think you're going to see him anywhere next year. I think he's going to take a year off.
He might take a year off, but I think he's going to go to the NFL.
Really?
I think so, because he's not going to want to go to anywhere that he's going to have to deal with NIL.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to want to deal with
that. His presser.
Yeah.
That he doesn't want to be a head coach ever again because he doesn't want to deal with it. And
nope.
I think that I don't think it was as much losing to the Cats twice. I think it was much more of the transfer portal and all that. After hearing him talk at the AFCA, I was like, oh man, this is a guy that just hates it so much. The money, all the stuff that goes on with the transfer portal and NIL and having to like re-recruit guys because he's said that multiple times. Like, I'm not going to do that. And so, I think it was a culmination. And again, I truly think he knew this was his last year at fall camp. And I think that's why he brought Bobby Kennedy in. And I think I think he knew all this stuff. Like, Bobby is not a make a decision on a whim guy. Like, he is so calculated on all the stuff he does and plans out everything that I think he knew all along. And his plan was like, hey, I want my successor to be Bobby Kennedy. Because here's the other thing too. What AD makes the decision that fast to make the head coach this guy?
Yeah.
Like, that's what? Like,
yeah.
And it feels like the right decision to me. And
they had conversations. What was happening with Haslam said that he found out his athletic department came together and they started going through scenarios and stuff like that, and they decided in less than 24 hours?
Yeah,
less than 16 hours. So
that there was that conversation where it was like, Bobby, like, they talk whispering in the ear, like, hey, Kent, someday if I were to ever leave, Kennedy over here would be a great guy. Like, I could just see Bobby doing that, feeding that flame. And we all know that there was rumors about him wanting the head job at one point. And the fact that he's like, hey, man, no, Bobby Kennedy's like, it feels like the whole coaching staff is on board with this.
Yeah.
Which tells me that they all trust the guy and they trust him not to meddle in what they're doing.
Exactly.
So that's why I think Pease is going to open this shit up next year.
So
it's going to be fun. Offense is going to be fun. And here's another thing. Like, I've bitched about this like years ago, and Sammy would throw the first down, thing, and they made him stop doing that.
Yeah.
We saw little guys that have a little bit more fun, but I think the guys
hitting out of the ballpark and just
that was cool. Like the swimming. I mean, there's so many things this year that we saw, but I think that these kids are going to have so much fun. Like, because BK is such a player's coach and wants them to buy in. He wants to know every one of them and stuff. I think that's going to make such a big difference. It's going to be refreshing to the whole
I watched a video on Kennedy. Someone had sent it like, hey, you guys got a good coach. And I think it was from somebody, a Rice fan or somebody that knows him. And they posted a video of him talking to his wide receivers at Rice.
Yeah.
And, he was very direct, very like, you can do this, and very just like on them about, you need to do this better. You need to do this better. But then they go to another clip that says, hey, and he gets all of his guys together and says, okay, so when we win this game, how are we celebrating?
Right.
And so, like,
manifest that shit, man.
Like that just makes me happy, because those guys are gonna want to play for that guy, right? You're gonna want to go have fun. Like, there's nothing like playing backyard football and having fun, right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I just think it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. Jody, how is it? We've had three Bobs in a row. Third time's the charm.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Bobby, and Bobby.
That's right. So
damn it, Bobby.
Crazy. Damn it, Bobby.
That is why I didn't even think about that. Holy cow, 3 Bobs in a row. Well, the first was Bob, then we got Bobby, now we have another Bobby.
Yeah. So that's just crazy. Bridger said that Southern Utah was spicy last year. Yeah, they also started like 0-4 though too. Like, so I think they won like 7 straight or something like that.
The wild thing is like every team, you never know too with the transfer portal and so many changes. Are those guys going to hit or not? And are they going to come together? Because that's the key too. You bring all these transfer players in, and it's like, are they going to gel as a team? Yeah. And that's where I think Bobby Kennedy feels like he gets guys to buy in and trust him and stuff. And I mean, we heard that with the wide receiver room last year. They loved the guy and bought in with him. And so I think the fact that he wants to get to know every player on the team and like personally, because there's some coaches that want to keep themselves separate from that. Like, no, I'm the head coach.
Yeah.
Go talk to your position coach. Like, he wants to be and know all of them. And I think that's awesome.
Okay. Here's the big question.
Okay.
335.
Yep.
Is it hanging around or is it dead? I think what it's going to be very, very telling. And this is just rumors that I heard Tim is kind of contemplating on what he's going to do.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
If he leaves, I think that coaching staff might say, hey, we're going to go away from it.
So, like a lot of people were hoping that BK would address this at the press conference.
Yeah, he's not
There's
going
no
to.
way he was ever going to address it, ever
Nope.
in a million years at
Nope.
the press conference with Stacy and Bobby Hauck sitting in the crowd with him.
No. And then he was basically saying
defense, it's like, come on.
He was basically saying, Tim, I want you back, because he was saying, hey, the great Tim Hauck, and saying nice things. Like, he's saying that he wants you back.
But here's the thing. Who knows if Tim likes the 3-3-5?
Well,
Tim ran a 4-3 at the defense they ran at Philly was a 4-3.
True.
So until I don't think we're gonna know shit until spring ball. So you see out there, they're not gonna say jack about it. Because why would you?
No, why would you?
Every other team think we're gonna still run the 3-3-5.
Yeah.
And then come out running a 4-3 or something different. So,
and can we please, if anyone in the athletic department is watching this, can you please get the spring game on demand?
So
the transfer portal is not open. It is no longer they can get your guys from the transfer portal.
I'm working on it.
Let's make some NIL money, and come on, seriously.
Seriously though, I'm working on it. I've actually had
some conversations. Yeah,
I had some conversations, and I got shut down a little bit because they're like, well, Bobby Hauck isn't a big fan of showing it and stuff, and I have made my argument about the money and other FBS programs. Well, now Bobby Hauck is out.
Yeah.
And so Monday, I'll be emailing both Marcus and Colson and a few other people I've been talking to again, going, hey, guys, now that it's settled down a little bit, Mr. Hauck is gone. Bobby Kennedy is here.
Yep.
Remember I talked about, being on demand and how you could pay. I'd like to pull the audience a little bit here. I told them we'd pay $30 to watch it. And I was like, I bet we could do $30 to watch it. I know I'd pay that. And so I'm just curious, what people would pay to watch it. And then all of us that are out of town or can't make it to Missoula and want to watch it and see the Grizz and get excited about it, put it on there and make some NIL money. Make some money for this. And so they didn't say no. They were just like, Bobby's not a fan of it, but we're talking about it, is what they told me.
Yeah.
So now that Hauck is out and Kennedy's in, I'm going to push it harder because, like Bridger said, he said game on demand, yes. But I told him $30. I was like, I think you could charge $30 a watch, a view, and people would. And Bridger said probably more. I don't know where that number could be at, but I was thinking 30 is, a minimum. You could at least charge $30.
Heck, if you guys want us to do the live feed, we'll be your guys.
Oh man, I'll throw that out. Hey, but I mean, why not have Riley's probably they call it anyways. I don't think broadcast it on the radio.
Well, I think they do.
I think they do. It's like
I remember in the old days they did.
Yeah.
So sorry. Sorry guys. Can we first address 89 to 93 people listening to us on here?
Oh, there is? How do you know that?
Go in the left hand corner and the little eye that tells you how many people are watching us. So you see it?
What you're talking about. No, I think your screen.
Do you see that? Do you see where it says live and it says how many minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, right by there it says the. Do you not have that on your screen?
No, I don't. You have the special screen.
Sorry, I'm going to try to get that where you can see it too, because I think that if you can pull some of those things in there too, that would help too. So
that's cool.
But 89 to 93 people, guys, thank you so much. This is so cool. I'm glad
we were both worried that it was going to be us and Ron. We knew Anthony and Noel are going to join us. Hey, there'll be 5 of us here hanging out. That'll be cool.
Hey, Ron knows that he's and
then we saw fan. Jody right away jump on. Then Bridger jumped on. We had a few other people text us questions that we'll have to get to that knew they weren't going to be able to make it and wanted to talk about some stuff too. So
yeah. So Remy says we don't have the line to run a 4-man front. I don't know if we. So if you look at some of the guys that we have, there's a lot of guys that could put 10, 15 pounds on, and you could like that. I think it's Isaac Keim. He's I've heard he's like a man child, and he's like 265. You add 15 pounds
I
to
think
that guy.
we've got enough to have DNs and tackles, and we have one nose tackle. It's legit. I think we just need a couple more D tackles, or just one more even, and we might be there.
Yeah. You know? And why not just try? What's it going to hurt?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, there was times last year we ran a 4-man front. It was just different. Like we had a linebacker come down, and we moved a D end over to D tackle and stuff. So I don't know. It'll just be interesting because that was definitely Bobby Hauck's defense. Like that was like his. Yep. He was forcing that on whoever the D coordinator was coming in. He's like, nope, this is my defense. This is what I want to run. Where Bobby Kennedy sounds like he's much more like, hey, you're the coordinator. You tell us what you want to run. So that's why I'm questioning. Will Tim Hauck be like, you know what? I'm sick of this damn defense. I want to run this. And it's like, okay, run what you want, man. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
There's definitely possibilities. Now that Hauck's gone, it's wide open.
Well, yeah, and the possibilities, I think that a lot of Griz Nation, like I think that's what people are excited about is the possibilities of what could be, right? I think we were, you know what's going to happen. You know what's in this with Bobby Hauck. You know what's going to happen. You know how things are going to be run. I think people are kind of refreshed. It will be really interesting to see the numbers for season tickets and also QB Club. So if you guys are not a part of QB Club and you can do it, definitely go support QB Club.
Highly recommend. Even if you're out of town, like I'm out of town, I'm in QB Club. The bennies are you get to watch the press, or every Monday you have your meeting on Zoom, which totally be interested to see how much different it is with BK now.
Exactly. Right.
And you get your $1,000 jacket, and there's other perks too. Like when it does come to playoff games, we get first tickets. If same with like the Griz Cat game, we'll get first dibs on those tickets. They're harder to get.
There's like what 300 last game.
Yeah, that was I think that was weird.
That's crazy. Like for that like in-house game, that should I understand like 70-30.
Yeah,
like but there's 300 tickets.
Usually they give us more than that, but that was weird.
That's ridiculous.
But truly, though, it's like there's a lot of perks you get with that. And then, too, like there's times when you email Colson or Sundberg and just you have a question, they'll answer it for you because you're in QB Club.
Yeah.
Heck, one time, and I think some of it was just being a former player, too, but I emailed Greg and I was like, hey, can I get a sideline pass before the game for my daughter and my wife? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then he had me take the recruits down on the field and stuff, which was kind of cool. And then my daughter got to stand in the tunnel and slap the players' hands. And if you're giving them money, they're going to let you do some stuff. So
yeah. Daniel Furman, I might just be a hater of the 3-3-5, but haven't SDSU and NDSU proven that 4-man front is the way to go. Yeah, and still have the Cats.
not going to disagree with that.
Yeah. So definitely,
I think in its purest form of the 3-3-5, if you're running it perfectly, it's super confusing for offenses and could be hell for offenses. Like
you have to have the guys to run it. And
that's what I'm saying.
You don't have the guys to run it.
2 shutdown corners, and amazing talent at nose tackle, and linebackers and safeties that can just go everywhere on the field.
Yeah.
And other than 2023, that was the one time I felt like we were there for that. We had the defense to do it, but we just didn't quite have the offense to finish it off. And so that's why I'm hoping we get play to the talent you have. So I don't know. I hope we get away from it.
So I got a question here from a fan. I just got, and I've had conversations with people about it. So where'd
you get the question?
My phone.
Oh, okay. I was like,
and someone texted me, and I had conversations with a friend about this. So let's say, like we were talking, right? We went through the schedule, right? Hypothetical here, and we go 10-2, and we make it. And I'm just throwing this out there, guys. It might not happen, but it might. Let's say we face the Cats again, right?
You mean wait. Are you saying in the playoffs?
Yes, I'm saying we end up 10-2. Okay. We go to the play.
So similar to this year, we have to play them twice.
Exactly. We play them twice. We lose a close battle to them in the playoffs. Here's the question. Does BK...
Did we lose to him in the regular season too?
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying we'll lose twice to him again?
Lose twice again. Does BK get...
Is it the semifinals?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be 2 years in a row. That'd be devastating to me.
Oh, my God. I don't even think about this. Why do we put this in the universe?
If that happens again, Luke, I am going to Mexico with you. I am not going to be left here.
You got to get the hell to the country. It made my life a lot better.
Anyways, so does BK get the head coach, or does it open up? So my thought process on that is, if all that happens and we make a semifinal appearance, I think that...
So our 3 losses would be Oregon State, Cats, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they open it up for a search, and I think he gets one of the interviews.
God. I really hope that doesn't happen.
I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm just thinking
But it could. I mean,
it could.
Realistically, easily. Because, unlike years past, I mean, the top of the FCS is, the Cats, the Dakota schools.
Yep.
Montana.
It's like the 3-head horsemen. It's the 4-head horsemen, right?
Obviously, it is if you got Sam Herder making his own Mondak podcast.
I know, right? And obviously, that's great, and I'll listen to it. But where's the Montana side of that?
Yeah,
or
the South Dakota side too,
or the South Dakota. Shouldn't it be North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana?
I live in South Dakota, but talk about Montana.
Exactly. There you go.
But
we should throw it out, and you can have us.
All right, I'm avoiding your question, but I'll answer your question. I think if that's the I think you're right. I think they'll open it up then. I don't know.
I think they give him an interview, though.
I think that they give him an interview,
but
I think they may search.
Yeah.
God, are they? It's only 3 losses, but Jesus criminy, that's. God.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, guys. Yeah, right?
Let's throw up. So here's what's going to happen. That's not going to happen. We may lose to the Cats in the regular season, but our friends over in the Dakotas, they're going to kick the shit out of the Cats for us. We're not going to have to worry about it. We'll just have to beat one of the Dakota schools in the semifinals.
See, I don't want that, though. I want to beat them. I don't want – because then you're going to get the you couldn't beat us still. Good thing we lost. No, I want to beat them. I do too.
I do too, but I don't want that to happen. It was so stressful. I didn't even watch the national championship game. I have no idea. I mean, I know that they won, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
at all. Not 1 minute of it. I'm just
I did for the first 5 minutes, and then they were up 14-0, and put my kids to bed. Came back out, and I fell asleep with one of my kiddos, and came out of their bedroom, and I'm like, "What the heck?"
Did you see Bridger's question he just put up?
No, I'll put it up here.
Put it up there.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I would say, is the 2025 Griz team better than the 2023 Griz team?
Yes.
And many moments this year where I was confident 2025 was better.
Yes.
So I'm going to say this. I think the 23 defense was better.
Yes.
The overall 25 team, I think, was better.
Yes. I agree with that.
The offense was so much better.
So much better.
Defense wasn't quite as good, but it was still pretty freaking good. Yeah. I think,
and you know what's weird?
The 25 team in 23, there's a better chance that we could have beat the Jacks in the national championship game.
You know what was weird though is the end of the year, I was like, hey, if we don't make it this year, next year, I was more excited for this coming year because with what we had coming back.
Hell yeah! Are you not still?
I am. No, I am. I still am. I'm really high on this.
Pick you up. I get you excited. Come on.
No, I'm higher on this team than I was on last year's team. And, we both said 11-1, 10-2, at the least for this last team. And I think it's the same thing, if not better, because I think they got some guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, I agree. I think the offense is going to even take a step higher, I think.
Yeah.
And be even better. I mean, I know, yes, we lost Michael Wortham, but they put him in positions to be open and stuff and put him in things like that. And we have some extremely talented receivers. We have the best running back in the entire country.
Yep.
Our quarterback
is top 3.
Those of you that are watching from other teams, I think could be the best quarterback in the FCS next year.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wow. I mean, that offense. The big question for us, though, is our offensive line. We're hoping Brett Myers comes in and is able to solidify that. And that's the big question right now.
Yeah.
That's what's going to really determine things. If Ayat's running for his damn life every play, well, yeah, that's going to make long days. It doesn't matter. Same with Eli. If you can't open holes, then you got to be Barry Sanders out there, which is hard to do. Yep. So hopefully our offensive line steps up and can be a B offensive line. I think even with a B offensive line, we'll be solid.
But and I'm just going to throw this out there. Did we have a B offensive line last year?
I think we did.
I think it was more like a C. I think it was
I know.
average.
I'm always a little more.
You're more positive.
B to B minus last year, I'd say.
Okay. So
I will agree, Daniel. There was nobody beating the Jacks that year.
No.
Freaking good.
Yeah, they were that.
They were full of NFL prospects and shit. That was watching them in person in Frisco. I was like, that is a good football team. Like, holy shit, they were good.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's awesome, man.
I got a question that you had one on the phone.
Yeah.
So Adam Fowl, he was not able to make the online.
Oh, Adam, shout out to you, man.
But he wanted to make sure we went, and it's a longer question.
Okay.
But it's good. I think everybody will enjoy this one. So, all right. Okay. So he says, with our somewhat new coaching staff, he says, how would you and Adam each individually rank the importance of these 3 things potentially happening? So he's got 3, A, B, and C.
Okay.
And he wants us to rank what is the most important.
Most important or most likely to happen?
Hang on. Because he corrected himself down here.
Okay.
He wants us to rank them like 1, 2, like A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3, like which one's most important.
Okay.
Next important, last important.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read them and then I want your reaction. Okay. So he has A, bringing in a quality QB coach, or P's proved that he can handle that himself now. Okay, that's A.
Sorry.
Wait.
No, I just saw a comment and can you repeat that? I don't know if that comment distracted me because I'm like, is that true?
Is that true?
Is that true?
All right, put it up there. We'll do this later.
I'm sorry, but I'm like, is that true?
Are you just throwing that out there? That breaking news, and you just got to invite only to the Mountain West?
Well, I'm going on to Twitter to see that.
Ron, come on. He's like, oh, Wellman, come on, tell us. Is this what you just said? That breaking news? Is this? Huh. Well, that's wild if that's the case.
That would be wild. I'm looking through here on Twitter.
Dude, Adam, we're sorry about your question.
Sorry, buddy.
If all of a sudden, so the wild thing about that, if the Bison left,
holy cow,
and went to, oh my God, okay. It says from Yahoo Sports is reporting North Dakota State has an invitation to Mountain West Conference in football.
Mountain West in football.
Yeah, would this be would be for this coming football season? It says working on confirmation. I'm getting multiple ones saying that they're trying to confirm.
Holy cow!
Okay, here's Sam. Okay, here's Sam Herder. Mountain West presidents recently agreed to grant the school an invitation to the league. However, the price to join, an entrance fee that could jump into the 8 figures, has been a subject of negotiation over the last several days.
Oh, North Dakota State can pay that.
Yeah, they have that oil money.
They have so much money. Come on, seriously.
Pease is the QB
wow.
coach. I love that. Yeah, so breaking news on live on the
the
Fight on Montana. NDSU is probably going to go to the Mountain West.
That is nuts.
Now the question is, in 27, the Cats and NDSU were supposed to play in Vegas. in 29, Jackson, the Griz are supposed to play in Vegas and the whole start the thing bowl.
Yeah.
We said this earlier this year that we think it's there's a good chance that the reason ESPN is saying all that all four of them damn schools are not going to be in the Big Sky or the or the Valley, and they're all going to be together in the freaking Mountain West or somewhere.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That is nuts.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting caught. Anthony Davis, he says Yahoo Sports is saying the discussions are going. Jody's saying it. Dan's saying it looks like it's true. Yeah, no, dude. Hey, Roman, don't be sorry for the interruption, man. That was
man.
I'm over here reading about Coach Pease, and you're like, I'm distracted, and I'm like, oh shit, like you should be distracted.
Well, I was like going through them. I'm trying to like do both things, and it's hard. We seriously need like a question person. Like this is hard, man. But then I was trying to listen to you, and then I like got to the corner of my eye. I'm like, what?
This is why we don't do live pods usually. It's like we're not pros yet.
Oh,
the pack is also falling apart. The Montana schools may get yeah. So the big question, okay, I agree with you, Ron, there.
Oh man.
The big question is, and this is why Sam just posted that.
Yeah.
Is the dollars to get in, because we'd heard last year that the Mountain West originally wanted both the Jacks, the Bison, the Cats, and the Griz all to come, and they had the money. And we heard that Air Force and UNLV were like, no, we want the money, or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, they didn't want to lose that money. That money was going to go to those four schools so they could pay to get in. And those two schools, UNLV and Air Force, basically said, "Hey, hell no."
Yeah, they said no, and now they're all bitching about not having TV money. And then I'm sure they're all looking at, like, between the Jacks and the Griz and the Cats and the Bison, when they put our games on ESPN, they're bringing in viewers. I mean, that what they say, the semifinal game with the Cats and the Griz was higher than the damn championship game,
like 3.2 million people. Yeah, crazy.
So I think that's Daniel. He's like, Sam Herder's gonna have to have 3 emergency podcasts his first week of Mondag podcast.
Well, here's the thing. The NDSU, and this is somebody that Daniel, you know more than us. Mm-hmm. Is like Montana schools we're a package, right?
We are a package. We are 100% a package, because the border regions will not let one go, because when the WAC called for the Griz years ago,
and to the Mountain West as well,
when the Cats were down, and they were like, no, we just want the Griz, and the border region said, nope, it's a package deal. Like it always has been and always will be a package deal.
The Mountain West did the same thing, and they said no, the same thing. Yeah. So is NDSU and SDSU, are they still like they're not in the same state?
No,
but are they like, hey, we're a package deal? Because
I don't think they are.
Rivalry.
I don't think they are, because you got 2 different states, border regions.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to be with your rival?
Yeah, I know you would, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't think they're a package deal like Montana. Like, it's easier. This is what I'm saying. It's easier for the North Dakota State to go make the jump now, and then possibly, let's say, South Dakota State to make the jump next year. Okay. Sorry, this stuff's popping up. And so, because they're both not the same border regions, they can make those jumps separately if they wanted to, right?
Crazy.
Where the Griz and the Cats, the border regions has us tied together no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, with one, you don't get one without the other because it's tied so much. So, yeah, that's wild. I like Anthony's post. Grass won't be greener, but have fun. Peace.
Yeah, but you know what though, is with what's happening in athletics, the big guys are going to say here very shortly, heck with you guys, heck with the NCAA, and we can run our own system, and it'll be a pro system, and then the other schools are going to have to make their own, right? And so I think these MAC schools and possibly the Mountain West and the Pac-12, because they're crap, are going to be forming their own.
Well, and Haslam's talked about that even. Yeah. Like, he said that. He goes, we want to be at that level when it happens. We want the Griz need to move there. Oh, that's a good point.
SD schools are not a package. SDSU went D1 2 to 3 years before USD did.
Yeah.
SDSU and NDSU went D1 at the same time, but not a package deal.
I didn't think that they were,
Well, our friend Ron says multiple invites are going to be announced.
So here's a big question then. Here's a big question. So Bobby Kennedy, our new head coach, has tons of FBS experience.
Yeah.
What if with all that, I mean, it's even worse. The transfer portal and the NIL, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Even worse when you get to FBS.
Yep.
What if Bobby Hauck was like, I don't want
this
crap. Like, I am done. This shit is just, like he said, I'm done.
Yeah.
And he's like, here's Bobby Kennedy, who has been under many big FCS head coaches and has seen all of it and understands it. Take him. I mean, wouldn't that be wild? So, yeah, old Sam Herder's going to have 3 breaking, emergency podcasts, and then all of a sudden, maybe next week, he has to have multiple more because SDSU moves, the Cats move.
Oh, that's
I still think there's a thing down the line, and that's why they booked our schools all playing each other to start the season in this Vegas Bowl, because ESPN and everybody knows that they're all going to be coming together at one point and be in the same conference. And I think that'd be awesome eventually to have the Jacks, the Bison, the Griz, and the Cats all in one conference. Those are some great football schools. Those are great. The rivalries between all 4 of those would be awesome.
Well, and I'm in Wyoming, so like Wyoming.
Oh, hell yeah!
Like,
then
that would be
that's close for me.
Yeah, that would be an awesome rivalry. So I've got a question here. Like, this is just me throwing out. What?
I'm just like this just I didn't see this coming at night when we were doing this.
our first live
podcast.
Live pod. We're breaking news here, man.
So West has said other schools were in talks.
Huh. What? Are you serious?
Ron's saying that there's other schools too.
Oh my gosh. So I've got with that news happening, I've got a question for you. So those 4 schools, right? SDSU, NDSU, Montana State. Okay. You don't, and I've got the standings up here for the Mountain West, right?
Oh, you got the Mountain West. Okay, man, you're just all over it. Yeah.
Okay, so San Diego State's not going to be there. Boise State's not going to be there.
No, they're going to the Pac. Yeah.
Fresno State's not going to be there.
No.
UNLV, they're not. Are they going to be there?
Yeah, they're there still. I think.
Okay, so UNLV, New Mexico, Hawaii, Utah State's not going to be there.
Air Force is.
Air Force, Wyoming, Nevada.
San Jose
State, and Colorado State, right? Colorado isn't Colorado State
left too, I thought, yeah.
So, looking at all those teams,
if you put the Jacks, the Griz,
put the Jacks in there,
Bison, we're the top teams.
Wouldn't those be the top 4 teams?
Yes, they would be the top 4 teams, and
like
they would also have the highest attendance rates at their games too.
Exactly, right? Like I'm just looking at that, and I'm like. You
Texas
take
State
some of the.
There too. That's right. I forgot.
What's
that? Texas State's jumping into They added Texas State to the.
Yeah.
Didn't they add UTEP too? Isn't UTEP part of the Mountain West now?
No, they're part of the.
I thought they jumped up.
They did, but I don't. They're not a part of the Mountain West though.
Here, I'm gonna try something. This will be interesting. You keep talking.
Okay. I'm just kind of reading like some of these comments. Remy, this is the most fun I've had on a Friday evening since I quit drinking.
Well,
sorry, we're drinking in front of you, man. Sorry. Now that it adds anything, Texas State is adding. But yeah, that is nuts. So, what were we talking about? I have no information on SDSU. Justin Sell, AD keeps his cards close to his chest. So. Yeah, we've got one of those too. But
okay.
Wow.
Here we go. So I just asked ChatGPT to see what it thinks. So here's who's in the Mountain West for sure next year right now.
Okay.
You get Air Force, Hawaii, Nevada, New Mexico, San Jose State, UNLV, UTEP, University of Texas El Paso, so UTEP.
Okay. Northern Illinois.
University of Wyoming and Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois was the last one. That's 9 teams. So
they add 4 teams. That's 13. Holy cow.
Oh, wait. And then, UC Davis is joining as a non-football member, though.
Which they would be getting, like, they have it in their contract that they're the first, like, how does that happen, though? Because in their contract, when they did that, they were supposed to get an invite first. So it's probably going to be NDSU, UC Davis.
That would be weird, man.
Right?
That's weird.
Or maybe it said maybe a interview to do that, but I don't know why you wouldn't, because UC Davis has a huge amount of money. And they're going to have that John Madden Center. They're going to have.
No, that's Cal Poly has the John Madden Center.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I always mix them up. But
that's wild, man. That's
all
right. You want to get back to my question?
Yeah. Let's get back to Adam's question. Sorry, Adam. Adam's one of our guys, man. He didn't deserve that, but
I agree with Ron. Davis isn't ready yet. I don't think they are either.
What's that?
I'm reading some of the comments too. Like Remy says, Montana and Montana State add more than UTEP and Northern.
Illinois. Not even close.
And that's the thing. I think that so just still talking about the Mountain West. Wyoming was bitching. So was UNLV. They're all bitching about their TV money. And I think they all saw this last year that Montana, Montana State, North Dakota State, SDSU are all bringing in TV. In fact, we're getting more live. Like it used to be Pac-12 at night. Now it's Big Sky at night. It seems like last year all these schools are getting more Big Sky and Valley at night. You're getting more of these ESPN2 games that are nationwide games on in every bar in America.
So, Mike,
you're not watching UTEP at night, are you? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Before we get to Adam's question, so if you look at like Montana State, we have that value of TV dollars, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that, I think the Big Sky gets like $100,000 for total for the Big Sky, and they divvy that up equally. What do you think if Montana and Montana State were saying, hey, we're going to do our own media deal? What would they get?
What would they get?
Yeah.
Like just in the Big Sky? If we just did just Montana State?
Well, how much would they get, like maybe from the Mountain West? Because I think they'd get $1 million.
Oh, I think so. Easily $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, the thing is like, I think and that's the thing that I think they were complaining about with Wyoming is that like all of a sudden they're not getting as much. And it's, and that was something I think Boise probably bitched about because they had good TV and stuff because they were kind of the top product in Mountain West for a long time. And then you have to filter it out. I mean, the same thing happens with the Big Sky.
Yeah.
We got to give the Griz and the Cats are the kind of the gold standard for TV and all the extra money, and they're having to funnel it, to the other schools. This sounds like it's happening.
Yeah, I was just reading like this on Hero Sports. They already have a thing up. According to Ross Dillinger, Mountain West presidents have recently agreed to extend an invitation to SDSU. However, it would NDSU. It would come with a steep entrance fee that could be in the 8 figures. The figure has been subject to negotiation.
Okay. Sorry, Herder just posted again.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got the details. So I'll read it out. I know this is a Griz pod, but this is FCS also. So he says, Ron, Sam Herder's drinking tonight. It says a dream scenario for NDSU. Football goes to the FBS and Olympic sports stay in the Summit League to keep travel costs marginable.
Yep.
It'd be a great move for NDSU and for the Mountain West. And honestly, I don't think many in the FCS would be sad about it. Losing your top brand hurts in obvious ways, but there would also be some pros with this. New storylines, new teams making deep playoff runs, more parity, something we saw in 2020, the 2025 bracket. NDSU has been great for the FCS, and the FCS has been a great home for NDSU. But there is FCS fatigue in Fargo, which is true.
Yep. Yeah, it is true.
Fatigue in the FCS. It's time. But he says, I tweeted several weeks ago about hearing NDSU was reaching out to big donors to help with a potential FBS move. Makes sense now. And it could be an expensive entrance fee, but I believe NDSU has the donors make it. I think they do too.
Oh, yeah.
Money up there. I mean, North Dakota, they've got the money. If they want to do it, they can do it. It's wild that they're going to let the rest of the sports stay in the Summit League. I mean, that makes a big difference for travel because that's one of the big things too. Is a lot of times when you make that move, it's all your sports. And with how weird a lot of these conferences are, and they're all over the frickin', map, the travel's wild, especially like volleyball and for basketball. You got to think about those other things. So the fact that they let them keep everything else in the summit and just move football, that's a win for them.
Yeah, it is.
And they're probably get more people coming to their games because that's been a problem. They've been losing game attendance all the time because of the fact that they're so good. So
well, and with this new age of just with Olympic sports not getting money for them, like you got to be able to get money whatever way you can, and you're not going to do that with the FCS. Sorry, but you're not. That's
a good question, Daniel. He was wondering how this affects the Valley schedule next year.
Yeah, if that happens this year, because don't they have to go wait a year? Like usually it's like a year out, right?
It is, but they're saying now that it sounds like it's going to be like next year. So
I wonder if they have to have it with the Missouri Valley Football Conference, if they have an exit fee, or if it is just like see you later.
It'll be interesting. That's wild to think, but so all right, next year's playoffs. I mean, so now, if that happens and they move to the Mountain West next year, then the Bison are out in the top 5 or whatever, and really you got the three big schools now, the 2 Montana schools and the Jacks, and all of a sudden the Jacks aren't playing the Dakota Marker game no more.
Exactly.
So now they got to rely on the Yotes, and it's the Yote game is their big game.
Well, and they just lost their coach.
The Yotes, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So
the Yotes just lost their coach. Yeah.
Yeah. So
much movement. It's so
Youngstown still has their quarterback somehow. I don't know how that is, but
you watch that interview that Eli posted.
Really?
Because he's in there talking about him, Eli, Ayat, the Youngstown quarterback, Taco's in there. Like a bunch of them are talking about how again the grass isn't greener. It's like, man, it isn't going here. Why the hell would I leave? Like it's the fan base, everything at the school. And a lot of those guys, you can tell too, they're like, hey, I'm about to get my degree. Why would I screw that up? It's like, that's something you can always fall back on.
Yeah. Let's get to Adam's question, man. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Adam.
Well, that was, I guess, Adam, you'll understand that was warranted for us to all of a sudden totally pivot for a minute there because of breaking news.
Well, and we are part of the FCS Fans Nation podcast, guys. So we are everywhere. So definitely go check out all the podcasts that they have that are great there. So shout out to FCS Fans Nation podcast. Yeah.
So I know like a lot of the other guys that do live pods, they do them for like an hour or something. We have no idea how long this will go.
Nope.
You may go for 2 or
3, maybe
3 hours. Who knows? I mean,
hey, we're at 115 people.
I am almost out, so I may have to take a quick break and go grab something else. But let's get this question first. All right.
Okay.
So he wants you to rank these 3 things. Pay attention this time.
I know. Okay, I'm paying attention.
Okay. So number 1, he says, should we bring in a quality QB coach, or has Pease proven himself to handle that now? Which I'd say we both agree that Pease is, I think, solid as the QB coach. Anyways, don't answer that question. So that's the first thing. 2, hire a new strength and conditioning and nutrition coach. Or 3, drop the 3-3-5. Are we even currently built to run anything other than the 3-3-5 right now?
Oh.
Are the players still left in the portal that the type of young man that we'd want to bring in and rebuild the defense this part? So basically, he's got 1. Do we need to bring in a QB coach? 2, do we need to bring in a strength and conditioning coach? Or 3, drop the 3-3-5. He wants you to rank those on which would be most important
for this next season, or for total. Like, what do you?
This for next season. Yeah, this is just next season.
Oh man, to be the team that we want to be next year. Oh, this is so hard. But I would say drop the 3-3-5 and go into the portal and get a couple.
That's your number 1.
That would be number 1.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at it as winning right now, right? Mm-hmm. I think that Eric Price and also Pease were both working with Ayat, and I could totally be wrong, but Eric Price was a QB coach, I believe.
Yeah.
And so I think that they've got enough people with that. That's not a worry. I think getting more players for a 4-3 or even a 4-2-5
So
would be helpful.
3-3-5 is your number one, and then your number two is
a strength and conditioning.
And then
I think if we want
P's
and P's,
the QB coach thing is number 3.
Yeah. So I think it long term wise, if you're going the long term route, we need a strength and conditioning coach and nutrition like that. That's number one, and not long term. If you're looking at next year, the 3-3-5's got to go.
So I'm looking at next year, and I think for me, and I've been preaching this for a while, the new strength and conditioning coach is number one. Yeah. I think that makes such a difference across the board.
Yeah.
Because if you get him now, you got the whole offseason.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, right now, I say that's the most. Then 2 would be the drop the 3-3-5, and 3 is the QB. I think the QB thing's fine. I'm not even worried about that. Like,
I'm not really worried. No, because I think that you've seen that Ayat can take that leap with trust in him and stuff like that. So
he's a really damn good QB coach, actually. Like he's a good he's solid. Like I'm not worried about that at all. It's for me, I really feel like the strength and conditioning coach could make such a difference. Like
I think so too. But I was going off of just like this next year. But you totally have me convinced that that's the way to go too. So that's a hard question to kind of answer.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was a good question to have too. Yeah. He told me I was got a kind of long one. I'm like, bring it, man. We don't.
But I checked last night, and the strength and conditioning coach is still on the roster. Just to let you guys know.
Well, so that's where. So let's talk about that real quick. So there's some things when it comes to like BK taking over.
Yeah.
There's some things that he needs, like a special teams coach and running back coach and a strength and conditioning coach with his history. That could be something that you could easily go, yeah, let's get him the hell out of here and let me bring somebody else in. You know, what was that last one you said?
So
better without Hauck. That's interesting. Because Dan Ryan's our strength and conditioning coach. And so,
I've heard rumors that Hauck, and this is rumors, guys, I don't know, that Hauck kind of put himself into those things and kind of mess with the workout and.
It's very
kind of wanted to do one thing and then kind of changed it and kind of didn't allow for the strength coach, that's why it's awesome, is because now we have a coach that is saying, hey, you do you.
I just don't. I don't feel like. I think that's the thing about BK being a position coach for so long and seeing other coaches. Yeah. I think that he saw the best coaches that he's ever seen are not micromanagers.
No,
they want to let their coaches coach, and the best ones I've ever seen are that way. You're the figure, the headpiece.
Yep.
You decide if you're going to go for it on 4th down and shit.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you let your guys. You surround yourself with the best people. The best leaders surround themselves with the best leader, and they let them do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he wants to do. And so that could be maybe Dan just needs to.
And I'm not the only one that's heard that. Ron's heard that too. So
yeah.
So it's interesting.
I like it. Maybe Dan will thrive now. Like I'm curious.
I hope so. I
don't know a lot about him. I just know that we've heard rumblings from former players bitching about how they felt like some of our strength and conditioning wasn't maybe not the best.
Well,
but if you have Bobby, because I feel like sometimes Bobby was a micromanager. I feel like
I've heard
his way that he's just like, no, it's got to, you do it my way. And
I haven't heard from current players, but I've heard from past players.
Yeah.
I've heard from past players say what's our past strength and conditioning coach left because of Bobby and went to Illinois State and just played in the national championship.
Right.
And he basically saved careers and lives with what he kind of instituted with a lot of more stretching and mobility and workouts. And Bobby didn't like that. He liked more of the Olympic style, heavy weights.
Yeah.
And with guys that are playing 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and they don't have the ability to kind of.
We saw that. So when I came on to the Griz, Bruce Walwork had been the weight coach for years, and most if you grew up in Missoula, you know who Bruce Walwork is. huge man, great lifter, great. I mean, he actually went to church with me, and I actually hit him up when I was in high school, and it was probably against NCAA rules, but I convinced him to give me the Griz workout program when I was in high school, so I could start doing it. And he did. He gave it to it. And all of a sudden, it ended up on the pew in church. I was like, oh, there it is. And I grabbed it, and I was like, huh, I'm taking that. So
that's awesome.
He never handed it to me, but there it was in the pew in church, and I took it. So, but Bruce was more that, Olympic heavy stuff, right? And so when Mick Dennehy left, and then Glenn coming in, whole new regime, we actually brought in strength coaches, 2 of them, Chris and Lacey from Nebraska. And it was totally different than any of us had ever lifted before.
Yeah.
And being so different, it was stuff that we didn't even think about. And all of a sudden, all of us started just making gains. I remember jumping from like 260 to 285 like that. It was just like, but it was just different. And like the nutrition all of a sudden they gave us, and just different things. And sometimes you need that change up. And I'm really hopeful that maybe the reins are getting pulled off, Dan. And it's like, hey, Dan, you have a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
Do what you do. This is your job. You know what you're doing. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do it. And so I'm hopeful that's what happens. And maybe that's why we don't see him leave, because he's been, had blinders on and handcuffed this whole time, and you need to let him go. And that's hoping that same thing with Peas. Like we saw that last year. I hope they just take it all the way off and go, dude, you do you. You go out, run that shit up, man.
you throw as many passes as you want, right? That one pass in the playoff, like, oh my goodness,
this is you, man. Like, no. Like every other play.
Yeah, top 10 university right there. Right?
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, man,
all right,
that's crazy.
I think I got some more questions here. I'm gonna go and pop up here. One sec here. Oh, hey, shout out to Rob Turner. He wanted to join us tonight, but he had senior night in basketball.
Yeah, that's important, man.
Kid stuff is way more important, man.
Way more important.
Got to do that. Did you see the from Tom Wistersill from the Big Sky?
No, I haven't.
Oh, here, I'll read that real quick just for everybody. So I thought it was pretty classy. He says, Bobby Hauck has meant so much to the University of Montana and the Big Sky Conference throughout his remarkable career. He's a fierce competitor, a respected leader, and most importantly, a driven mentor who has impacted generations of young men, which is so true. You think about all the men that have been in his program. As the all-time winningest football coach in a league like ours, with such a rich gridiron history, Bobby has created an impressive legacy of success. To me, what truly defines him is the toughness and pride that he instills in countless Grizzly teams during his tenure in Missoula. On behalf of the Big Sky Conference, I want to thank Coach Hauck for his decades of service in college athletics, and we wish him and his family the very best in his next chapter. I think Tom is high class, top guy.
Yes.
I think he does. He's always thinking of how he can make the Big Sky Conference better. I'm sure he's shitting himself too right now, seeing that North Dakota State move up, and he's going, whoa, wait, Montana State, don't you go nowhere?
Yeah. Well, he's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
I actually had conversations with him at a Montana State game, and then went to a basketball game, and he was sitting there, and so I walked and had a little bit of conversation with him. Really nice guy, really willing. He's like, hey, anytime you want me to come let me know. But really nice guy. So
yeah, it surprises me how easily accessible he is. Like I've messaged back and forth with him a few times, just ask, and he's accessible if you're not an asshole. Like if you just have a conversation with a guy, he's totally willing to have a conversation with you, an educated one. And so I think that's the problem, is sometimes people get so passionate that they can't have like actual conversations with these people, and that's why they don't answer you back. If you can have a educated conversation and talk to them like a human being and not a psycho, they'll talk to you and have a rational conversation. So
that's crazy.
Are you getting tired, Adam?
No, I'm just like, holy cow! I can't believe like things are happening, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of wild stuff happening in the conference for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I got a few more here. So this is from Barbara Pewitt. She just says, I wish the new head coach, or I wish the new coach all the best, but it breaks her heart to see Hauck leave. I think he loved coaching and would have continued coaching if not for the portal NIL.
Yeah. I think I don't think you can stop that though. Honestly, it's not something that you can stop. I'm really excited. I've seen so many more offers being posted about Grizz players getting posted too. You go on Twitter and people are, and that might just be just different or just like the time of year. But man,
right. I think you're right. I think there is a lot more, and I think we need a guy like Bobby Kennedy, someone who's going to be open to that and realize that the college athletics is changing.
Exactly.
That you need to do that, and that you need to, do these things. And I hate to say it, but watching the Cats take their stupid national championship trophy and let all the juniors take pictures of it
that was a good idea.
Seeing my former teammates and other friend Kelly and Brian Pelk's son Cooper hold the damn trophy for the Cats was just made me want to throw up. I'm like, man, come on, Coop, don't get But it's like, what a smart move. That's the shit we should have been doing when we won the conference and the brawl and all. We had all those trophies. You know, remember having them hold the little brown stein and all that shit.
Exactly.
It's like that stuff, man. You gotta make them feel hyped up. Kids, I got a senior in high school. She's on Snapchat and Instagram and all that shit. It's like you gotta just accept it and be a part of that stuff and be out there. And we've got good people that can make good content. We've seen the good content.
Yeah.
I think too that there was some of that being held back. I think we're going to see a lot more of that next year too. I get the feeling that's going to be unleashed.
It'll be interesting to see what is available, right? So even in podcasts, we're not media, so we don't have media credentials, and sometimes we don't get the luxury of having some of those things. But podcasts are the new way, the new form of communication, and we've got so many that I'm wondering if that might kind of release the reins a little bit.
We're so fortunate as Grizz fans to have, we got the Grizz Fan Pod, we got us at Final Montana, we got the Lackeys, and then you've got Coulter putting stuff out there. You got Sammy and Keenan that now are just doing stuff too. They're putting stuff out there, and look at it. Sam Herder even saw it and went, Jesus, we need to jump on board now. That's the Mondak podcast because it's like.
And you got Riley his. You got
Riley's doing his. Yeah.
So
there's so much going on out there. I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So if Sam Herder loses Montana State, North Dakota State, and South Dakota State, does he say,
he knows something, and that's why he calls it the Mondak podcast? Does he do all this shit's going down?
That's what I was going for. I'm like,
a podcast because this is all about to go down.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, he's like, you know what? This FCS thing, I'm gonna switch over to this.
Man.
Is that did he know? Sam, if you're listening to this.
Sam's not listening to us.
No, he is, but he's a good guy. He's
a good guy.
Really good guy.
He's too busy just going, holy shit, tweeting. Gosh, that's weird. But it's a good time to be a football fan because I think about even 10 years ago, it was so hard to find any content out there. And even 5 years ago, the podcasts were all kind of just starting out, and now we're getting more and more, and it's great. But we've heard from other fans that are out in other markets, even Boise State, they don't have a whole bunch of this stuff.
No.
And Wyoming doesn't have
Wyoming. Wyoming has one.
Right.
Northern Illinois, I don't think they have one.
UTEP?
UTEP? Why?
Why would you're competing with the big boys down there. It's what?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure San Jose State doesn't have, it's
no.
Yeah.
So crazy.
It is. Yeah, it's wild. All right. Let me get back to, I think I got a few more questions here.
Ron says the Mountain West isn't done expanding. So
is it done expanding?
He says it isn't done.
Yeah. So here's something. I just wanted to repeat this. For those of you that maybe didn't get to watch the this shit is wild. If you look at the teams exiting the Mountain West.
Dan, you're totally right.
Makes sense. You're right. That's what all this
I don't know why they added UTEP in Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois is a MAC school. Like they'll have once in a while a good football season, but
yeah, they're the tops of the MAC, I would say. But
yeah,
I mean, the only thing I thought was maybe they're trying to bring in that Illinois base, but yeah,
but no one goes to their games.
I know.
Like that's the thing, and no one goes to UTEP to their games. Like, I don't know how they fund their programs.
They probably have like their attendance is probably high, and then they probably have what is that? The athletic dues for attendance. Like some of those schools are huge. Like they're, you know what I mean, like the athletic fee that they have to pay.
Yeah, the student fees.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the UTEP and Northern Illinois football attendance because I want to see
what they are.
Yeah,
what their average attendance is.
Yeah. So based on the 2025 data leading into the 2026 conference changes, UTEP averaged 15,818 fans, and Northern Illinois averaged 9,309.
Woof. That's
so UTEP's attendance figures 11th in the Mountain West, and NIU's was the 5th lowest among all. So this is crazy. NIU's attendance was 5th lowest among all 136 FBS schools.
Ugh, that's bad.
Isn't that bad?
That's not good. It's not. I mean, that's just it. Like you watch MAC games.
Yeah,
I like watching MACtion because it's on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's football to watch.
Yeah.
But there ain't nobody in them damn stands. I mean, the reason they're doing it is to get the TV money. That's the reason they have those games on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
All right, let me bring it back to Montana here real quick. So, I just wanted to repeat this quote from Coach Kennedy because I thought it was pretty significant and I think warranted at the time because a lot of us were bitching about this. What he referenced.
I even know what you're saying. So go ahead.
So Coach Kennedy, he says, when I say we are going to make Montana a priority, it is a priority. It's a priority for us to recruit the good players in the state, to be in every school, and to have represented.
Yep.
And I think I believe him. I think he's going to get every damn school. And we're going to see him doing the old arm around the shoulder selfie and posting it out there.
Yep.
Him and Keaton. And it's.
So he
sees himself as a recruiter. He's like, you guys, you coaches, you do your jobs. I'll go get the guys. And then you make them great.
So I had work today, unfortunately. Usually we're on a 4-day week, guys, which is awesome. Totally, if you're a teacher, that's the way to go. Anyways, we had a Friday work day. And I have a coworker that is a diehard Cat fan.
Is that Steele's mom?
No. That's another one that she's not there on those days because she's a speech pathologist. So, but he's like, so, what do you think of this coaching change, man? You guys are losing a really good coach, and oh man, you guys aren't going to be good next year. And what? I look at him. And I'm like, he's going to lose like the whole. He's like, you're going to lose all your players. I'm like, no, we're not. And he's like, oh, really? I'm like, well, if you kind of look into it, who we hired, that person was hired for a reason. We're not going to lose too many guys. And he's like, and I said, you better hold on tight because some of those guys that you've been getting in Montana are going to be flipping to go to be a Grizz because that's. It's going to be changing. You can tell that his energy is definitely contagious. Yeah.
And I was feeling it just watching him. I couldn't imagine being there in the room.
Oh, I know,
right? Players. And then we saw pictures afterwards of players coming up and shaking their hand and, dabbing him up. And we saw one of Brooks. He came up and thought that was awesome. And so I think he's got that locker room and I think he's got them all, however you want to say it, rolling in the same direction or marching in the same direction. And he's good at bringing people together. And I think he's good at bringing the coaches together. He's the right guy for this right now at the right time. So
Dan says that if SDSU does Tuesday, Wednesday games, he's not being a season ticket holder.
Oh, it would be. I agree. It would be so hard with work and all that other shit. And that's why
I think the Mountain West does. The Mountain West does Friday games sometimes. Friday night games.
Friday night games are fine. I like Friday night games, but Yeah. I seriously think the only reason Mac does it is just to get those TV money from ESPN. That's the only reason. And it's partially because a lot of their schools just don't get a lot of attendance.
No,
from the fans.
Yeah, Northern Illinois, 9,000. Crazy.
Yeah. So this is from Peter Hamper. He says timing of the announcement was not good. Rush to hire a new coach. Why? Bodner now Hauck. UM needs new young leaders with vision. We UM no longer Mecca of FCS. Heck, not even Montana. Hasn't recovered from Ingstrom era. I read that and I was just like, man,
that's a Cat fan.
You are no, he's not.
Is he?
No, I don't know. But this guy was like, man, you are freaking Downer, Debbie Downer. Jesus, dude. Like sometimes people just get so it's like, man, you just like thinking about the negative. Yep. Why not? You know, I'm going to just say this. A lot of people like to think about the negative. You know, the positive could happen too. Like, Why not think about the good stuff? Like, why always think about that negative shit? Like, I just can't stand that. It's like chip in a chair, man. Like, you know, I don't believe in no-win situations. Like, and I feel like Bobby Kennedy's that way. Like, I think he's going to get these guys so fired up to go and have them just believing in each other. That's scary. When everybody on the team believes in each other and believes they can win, you could, you know, manifest that stuff. Like, I totally believe that. Like, that's the one thing I saw when I was there. Like, I remember being a freshman and being in the locker room and, like, we were down at half. And I'm like, oh, God, what's it going to be like in here? Like, are they going to be all mad and fired up? And everybody's just like, hey, this guy's doing this. You do that. No one thought for a second we were going to lose. It was just like, oh, hey, that asshole over there. We'll take care of him. Here, you do this. And we went out and kicked the shit out of him. I was like, oh, wow, okay, that's how this works, you know. I'd never seen that before. They're just so used to winning and their winning ways. They just get it. And, man, I'm pumped. Like, Ayat, he's going to get better. Like, he's going to be even better this season. Like,
he is.
He blew our minds last year.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him this next year just, like, freaking slicing and dicing and
no with an open playbook?
Oh, my God. Like, the possibilities. Like, holy shit.
And if we get an above line that has developed, like this blows my mind, okay? And I don't mean to dish on past O-line for the Grizz. But Eli's done this with below average to below average lines.
Yeah.
Just imagine what he would do with a average to above average line.
And I think Brent Meyer's pretty good offensive line coach. Like, and I'm glad that he's coming in right now. He's got all spring ball, summer, and then if the reins are off on our lifting coach, and all of a sudden they put weight on.
Yep.
Man, it's it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. Like there's so many good possibilities out there. So.
Oh man.
I'm not giving knowledge with that.
No, we're not going to acknowledge that. That's just whatever. Cat fan trying to get, you know.
Yeah. I think that's all the questions I had, actually.
Okay.
Let me just check oh, no. I was like, my texts are blowing up. It's all about the North Dakota State thing.
Did we have any on Twitter when we released it? I was going to look there.
Oh, shoot. I should look there, too. I got to go find it now because – frickin' Bison, they're ruining everything tonight. We got a live pod, they jump in on us, and
I didn't have anything on Twitter. I'm gonna check eGriz because I put it on there too.
Oh, you put it on there too? Sweet.
Yeah. But, sorry guys.
That's here. I found the Twitter one. Shoot. I didn't know how to run Twitter. Nope, just the comment from Rob Turner wishing he could have been on here. So, those of you that won in the bracket challenge, I sent out your prizes today. I emailed you all. So, I had to buy a cat hat and a cat.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, but I didn't buy them from their bookstore. I bought them from Shields.
There you go.
And then the 2 Grizz prizes I sent out, the sweatshirt and the hat also, I bought those from our bookstore. You know, not the M store.
Yeah.
UM bookstore. So
there you go. That's a good idea.
It hurt me buying those damn things. I was like, God, this sucks. But
Everett Grizz said, I had posted 7:35 to go on. I said, "It's 7:35. Is that so all national broadcasts can have a lead in?" And actually, it was just like, "Hey, Luke and I were gonna jump on at 7:30. We might need to like talk about like what we're gonna do."
It's funny because I wondered why you did 7:35 too. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work. Like, we both were like, okay, it's counting down. Oh, it didn't go on. Like we were both like, this is new to us. So,
yeah, that's true. You're like, it says scheduled. I'm like, I don't know. You have to hit a button.
Yeah. It says live. I don't know what's going on. So, Griz and also been on here. He said, I might be driving, but I'll definitely tune in. Thanks, man, for driving. Hopefully you drive safe.
Be safe. Be safe.
So that's all we had on those. So 140 views, man.
He's like, Wellman's like, are we gonna talk about the roster? I'm like, oh man, we've had so off base. And we're at 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe I know we've had.
Should we do another one?
We should just do another pod. Like that's what I think. Like I enjoy podding and stuff. So we should just do another one. Like, because here's the thing too, is the reason that we were going to do this pod originally is we were supposed to have a QB club. They were going to talk about all the players. I was going to share some of this stuff. I truly think that now that everything's settling down, it wouldn't surprise me if BK decides to go ahead and have a QB club meeting, because we've kind of been getting some weird emails like, hey, watch your email. There's going to be some meetings coming up. And so I think BK wants to address us. And I think because he's so into recruiting, I don't care if it's not signing day. Get on there and promote all those players. Make them feel good about themselves.
Exactly.
I think he's going to do that. So I'd like to give it a week, see if something like that happens. And then I do want to hit the roster. And I want to give it its due diligence too. I want to spend a pod where we go through all the high school recruits and talk about the transfers and do all that. Where tonight was a little off the rails, man.
That we were planning on that, but it totally got derailed.
Well, with NDSU doing what they did, it really threw us off the rails.
Threw us for a wheel. So, but also like with that, the portal being open, it could possibly change a couple things. Like Luke and I don't think it's going to change much.
So I don't think it's going to change with the players that were here already.
No.
What I question is, and this is why I'm curious how much Bobby Kennedy was, and we saw him posting out there and stuff, how much he was involved in the recruiting process. It's the transfers that we brought in.
Yeah.
Those guys are already transferred before, so they're used to it. Those are the ones I would worry about more than anything, is those guys. Now, we did see the Carroll transfer. He was like, I ain't going nowhere. I mean, like, some of the guys are already posting, like, I ain't going nowhere.
Well, and I think the only ones that would probably enter the portal are the ones that aren't here yet.
Right.
If the ones the ones that are already here at school that are already, I don't know.
So I thought most of them were already here.
I thought most of them were, but that's the only thing where it's like.
That's where I'm going to say it's going to be hard to transfer, because you'd have to wait. You'd have to drop out of school.
Yeah.
You can't re-enroll. In fact, our friend Luke on the GFP, he explained it real well because he works for the university.
Yeah.
If you listen to their pod from last week, he was talking about, and I thought it was very cool to hear this. He's like, yeah, you're so far in. Even if you wanted to bring him in, the professors, it can't happen, and they're so far behind. And so that's why I think Bobby was smart when he did it. Some people were like, oh, he was trying to take the attention. I think he was waiting just long enough, whereas past the period was like, yeah, you can't transfer in and be in spring ball.
Yeah.
You leave, you can't go until summertime workouts and then fall. So it's going to make it way harder for guys to leave. So, and
I think the ones that you're going to do are probably going to be the bigger schools that don't care about academics, right? That's what you're going to see is this.
What was it, the Miami quarterback? He's like, I'm in the class in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly right.
Don't say that on national TV, you dumbass. It's like, come on, man.
You know it. Like, they don't care.
He was going. What was this, his 7th year in college or something?
Well, like some of these schools, like they don't even. Like, they don't go to class. They have tutors, right? Like, I know that the Griz basketball, they still go to class, and they're supposed to sit in front and do all that stuff.
A lot of them do, but like I think especially because of their travel schedule, they have. I mean, we had that when I was there. You had like study hall, and you had people that helped you if you needed help and stuff like tutors. Like,
yeah.
You know what's interesting still? Did you see the post today?
Which one?
The one with the solo cups?
No.
Yeah, Bobby Kennedy. There's still
did he post something?
No, someone else did. And I was but like there's still rumors that old Solo might be coming back. Like,
oh my gosh,
because he's going to school right now.
Is he?
Yeah, that's the rumor that he's enrolled in school right now. So
that would be badass.
What I'm wondering is like, and maybe someone who knows people on the team could tell us: is he doing winter condo and lifting with the team? You know, if anybody finds that out, then I'm going way up, going, oh shit.
I would say I yacht, buddy. I would say I yacht.
I'm not even acknowledge that idiot.
Yeah.
So Miami QB has been graduated for 2 years.
Taking classes.
Yeah, Daniel, that's right, man. Dan, it's like I'm here to play football. I mean, that's how the big boys are. It's going to go that way. It's going to separate. It's going to be like semi-pro ball, basically.
Yep, it will be.
It already is. It's just
It's just in name only, you know. So, well, should we call it?
I was going to say we've been 2 hours.
We just made 2 hours.
This has been fun as hell, though. Like, we should do a live pod again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let us know if you liked it. I had fun.
Hey, we had fun.
It was fun having the interactions. I want to say thank you to everybody that joined us.
Exactly.
Even our cat friends, Ron. Appreciate you, man. And and our SDSU fan, Dan. I mentioned it to Dan. I'm like, you got to come on, man. we had Bridger and frickin' Remy and who else was on there? Wellman. Jody joined us for a while too.
Anthony
Noel. Awesome. Brooks' parents, thanks for listening as always. We love you guys. Love what Brooks is. So excited to see what Brooks can do.
Oh my gosh, man. It's gonna be so man.
Seth, you thought you saw some shit last year.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't see nothing yet, man.
I'm so excited. I've got to make it up with my daughter to get up there because she is the biggest
I know
Brooks Davis fan.
You gotta get her up.
I gotta get her up there. Man, there's so many people on here, man.
Looking at the schedule, what game are you thinking about?
Oh, I haven't even looked at it like that.
Idaho game, man. That's the one.
That would be cool.
I'm going to that one. I want to go to the Idaho game.
Okay. When is that? Is that in October?
It is. Yeah, it is. It's in October.
Okay.
It is. Hang on. I got it right here. I swear I have it right here. Idaho game is October 17th.
Okay.
In La Griz.
Might have to.
Otherwise, your other home games are Southern Utah to start the year, Drake, Utah Tech, Northern Colorado, Portland State, and Idaho State. Like that's what I saw. The Vandals. I want to go to that game. So
the Vandals would be the most enticing one because that's like what are the like those aren't not to be disrespectful to those teams, but they don't like move.
Well, we're playing for the Stein too. That's why I like
exactly.
It's every game. So we're
like those teams aren't going to be like getting my attention that much. So
no. So that's what. So that's what I think. So I was actually considering buying there's a 4-game ticket package you can buy.
Oh, okay.
I thought about doing it, but then I looked at the schedule and was like, next year I'm gonna because you can lose the cat game in it. So
you can.
My buddy Brock up in Alaska, that's what he did this last year. So he got the cat game. He's not in QB club. So one of the games could be that, and I think they forced him though to pick like the Sacred Francis or who the hell Sacred Heart. They made him do Sacred Heart too. If you picked the cat game, you had to do Sacred Heart. I think he just sold that.
That's probably why the Sacred Heart game wasn't attended very well.
Like you had to do that. So, but yeah, dude, I think that's the game we should go up for.
That would be awesome.
Game. That's where I'm going to. I'll be at the Vandal game this year for sure. So.
Oh well, guys, we can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with us on a Friday night for 2 hours. Like we always say, please reach out to us. You can get us at Fight on Montana at Twitter and Instagram. You can also find us on Facebook, Adam Healy and Luke Rounds. We'd love to talk.
Well, I always say this too. If you have a question that you don't want to put out there,
or definitely
you don't want us to talk about on the pod, you just want to ask us privately.
Exactly.
We have plenty of people that private message us on X, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. So,
yeah. But
we got one more question.
What?
Jody, she says, put it up there real quick. It's the last question.
I'm trying to get it up. Here we go.
Very, very bottom one. Wonder what BK's post-game celebration will be. Bet he's not leaping. Yeah, he's a big boy. I don't know. I could see him just doing some kind of like just chanting with the guys, or
Hey, you never know. He might try to jump up.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. The Bobby leap was pretty cool. I think the first time I remember seeing that was at UW, and then it kind of became a thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, well, guys, what's that?
Wait, I'm sorry. I have one last question. Jesus, I meant to ask you this. This is a question I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
So we'll end the podcast with this.
Okay.
What is your favorite Bobby Hauck moment?
Oh, man.
From 2.0. 2.0.
From 2.0?
2.0. From this last one.
I would say the 37-7 win.
Oh my God, that was mine too.
I was there. So
same here. We were both there for that one.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome.
I loved at the end too, and he's got clipped there. He's like, "Battle of the Bra, whatever. We kicked it. That's an ass."
Exactly.
I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah. That was probably the best.
7, especially with the score. This is why I like it too. We're sitting there. We're in the stands.
Yep.
And it's 30-7, and my wife goes, "What if they bust one right here and it's 37?" And God, who was it? Who the heck scored that one? It was our running back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blanking on his name all of a sudden.
It wasn't Rocker, was it? It wasn't Rocker.
No. Jesus. Anyways, he freaking busted through, scores. I'm just blanking right now.
Yeah.
And we go up 37-7. And that's the 37 number. I mean, it's just like it was so cool. Like that was such, then it led into the the rest of how 23, other than losing to the Jacks, but still that was probably my favorite win. The Washington one was fun.
That'd be my second one. Is that upset would be.
I agree. Amazing. That's my number 2. But the fact that both of us were in person for the 37-7, that's why that's my favorite.
And my third would be the other Cat win that I was at in 2021.
So
I've been to the last 2. I'm not gonna say I'm the lucky person, but the last 2 wins against the Cats I've been at. So
hey, I tried to get you this year.
I know. I
could have used it. We had that game. I love this. All right, so this before we all go, Griz. Anthony Davis just commented. He goes, "Brooks is running now." That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Our guys, they're doing the work that nobody's looking.
That's exactly.
They're out putting the work in. It's Friday night. Instead of going out partying, putting the work in.
He's running. Getting healthy, man. Getting healthy.
What it takes to be a champion. Is that kind of mentality. So, hell yeah.
Like I said, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll do this again sometime. Hit us up if you want to hear from us, and as always, go Griz.
Hell yeah, go Griz.